I'm going to show you a little bit about how to access some of the marks on Google Docs. Hopefully by now you already have your son or daughter's login name as well as their password. If you don't, you can email me and I can give that to you. That's no problem. So let's first look at a couple things that we've done in class this last couple weeks. I'm just going to show you Ari's. I'm not going to show her actual work, but I'm going to show you some things that we have done in her folder. So most students should have this in their folder right now. Copy of sorting assessment and copy of congruency assessment. These were a couple of math geometry marks that we did. So if you were to open these files, you'd see a couple comments on me, by me, as well as the mark, what they've done well, what they need to improve on, and then their level 1, 2, 3, or 4 as well on there. So that's where we've done some work in math. And this green folder right here, or this green little form, this is my feedback on Aria's story. So I'm going to show you just a made-up one that I've done. So on here, it looks like this when you open it up. The file will have a bunch of files in there. You want to look for this green form that says their name and a story or their story title. They can show it with you. I'm going to be conferencing with them on Thursday and Friday. So I click on this, and it comes up as a spreadsheet. So you would see on Amazing Intro, I'd have some comments here, their sentence writing, I'd have some comments here, their ideas, their planning, their content, as well as their mark, and the title of the story would all be here. These comments would actually be more in depth, obviously. What did they do well? What did they do wrong? What did they need to work on? A way to see the actual form that I fill in online is if you go to Form and then go to Live Form, you click on it and it looks like this. So again, when I do their comments on them, their title of the story, some comments. Did you follow the top process when planning? Good. Revision and editing. Have more friends proofread for you. Might be part of the writing process. If they had a really good intro, I'd tell them an amazing one. If not, I'd say good try, but maybe try to jazz it up a little more. And I probably have an example there of how to jazz it up for those that needed that. Did you develop your ideas in a story? So I'd comment here, and if their story had some good ideas, or if they just kind of jumped around, I'd let them know that they didn't really develop an idea. Sometimes you might see a comment like develop a seed story. We talked about developing one little part of a story instead of like, I went to the beach, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did this, I went here, I went home. Just talking about I went to the beach and then focusing on really one good story that happened at the beach. Any sort of connections if they commented on some things that we've talked about in class, or you can see that they use some of their own personal experiences I've talked about there. And then finally, sentence writing. Again, that's the whole capitals, punctuation, proper sentence form. And then they would have had their mark here, and I would have submitted it, and then it would be on their template. And you can see my template now has changed here a little bit to another one here. And that is basically how you monitor, or you can check some marks at home from your son or daughter on Google Docs. Again, any questions that you have, please email me or call me at the school, and I can help you out as best I can.